getting ourselves set. Watch the lights. Brock off pole position, away we go. Jones got away to a good start as well. He sort of moves in the middle. Murphy moved over a little bit, and here they come.
Look at Seaton down the outside. Whoa.
Big charge down toward the first corner. Mobile Commodore on the inside. Seaton up in second position, Jones up to third.
Let's have a look at this.
Oh, there's a car stopped.
Oh, there's one stalled in the back there.
Yeah.
There goes Russell Ingall. He is just turning around. Mark Oslos caught up with Russell Ingall, and here he is.
Oh, look at the impact.
Well, I'm here with an obviously disappointed Russell Ingall. I can't believe it. Two races, two incidents. What happened there?
Yeah, like you said, sometimes you shouldn't get out of bed in the morning, should you? Yeah, I don't know. I got a pretty good start actually, and just feeding my way through, and I see there was someone stalled on the grid. And it looks like everyone's tried to avoid him, and there was cars going everywhere, and someone's tagged me on the way through and just sent me around, and then after that it was just a passenger. I got hit a couple more times and slammed into the fence, and that was about it.
Set for the restart. This is heat 2. Let's take 2. We do it again. You can see that gap.
Jonesy creeping a little bit. Look, you see AJ had a little bit of a creep there.
Murphy's got away to a great start once again. Jones is up alongside Brock. Look at Jones.
Oh, go!
Hang on for Jonesy.
What a save!
Unbelievable save, but they haven't gone through yet. They're all coming down to Coca-Cola corner. Jones manages to catch it up. Gardner a good start too in the Coke Commodore. He's on the outside. Goodness me, we almost had a repeat of Heat 2. The first start for Heat 2 as they thunder under Dunlop Bridge and down towards Shell Corner for the first time. Look at these guys sorting each other out.
We just have to hope there that it hasn't pushed the front mud guards onto the front tyres, because it did look a little bit like that. Watch for smoke.
This looks like the camera out of the front of Peter Brock's Mobile HRT Commodore. We saw Greg Murphy getting hassled by, or rather it was Peter Brock getting hassled by Wayne Gardner. They come down through the dip.
In actual fact, Brocky changed the spoiler on the start. Just before the start of the race, he came into contact with Wayne Gardner in the early part of that other race, and broke a big lump out of the spoiler.
Meanwhile, I don't think John Bowers even made it back to pits. The car had an intermittent misfire in that engine in the first heat, which he was struggling with toward the end.
Well, look at the damage on the left-hand side of Brock's car.
A big field sorting themselves out through Recaro Corner and down the straight for the first time.
Gardner appears to have dropped back just one position because Longhurst is up there now. Longhurst went tremendously well in the first heat. He's having another good run of it here. We're watching Greg Murphy. He is your race leader in your Mobile HRT Commodore. Then back to Jones. Then we pick up Brock, Longhurst, Gardner through, Seaton through, and Stephen Richards is up there.
Well, John Bowers in all sorts of trouble. He's right at the back of the grid, 26th position. Some sort of technical problem with the car. He's still going, but that's really going to hurt his championship chase.
Jones is definitely on a mission. Let's hope he can keep it all together, but he's definitely having a go.
Darren Hossack, Gibson Motorsport Commodore, just bought by the Wins team. Fred Gibson running the car this weekend, but here's our race leader, Greg Murphy.
Murph hit the curve.
Really attacking this Oran Park circuit, a repeat of his form at Mallala. Very dominantly holding racing team cars toward the end of the season. Certainly showing that form here as he crests the rise over the dogleg. Alan Jones in pursuit, then there's Brock in third. Longhurst very competitive in fourth. Wayne Gardner in fifth, and there's our championship leader, Glenn Seaton, in sixth position.
Well, to give you an indication of how much bad luck Murph's had this year, he's only won 3 less races than Glenn Seaton. Seaton's won 9 this year, Murphy's won 6, but it's been that consistency factor of the other placings where Seaton's picked up seconds and thirds. Unfortunately, Greg has had some non-starts where he's had mechanical problems, or he's had some incidents where he's left the circuit, so he's still had a good year in terms of wins. 6 wins from the season's not too bad.
Yeah, Jones's last lap was quicker than Murphy's, so Jones is definitely on the hammer.
Murphy's certainly shown his speed in qualifying too. 5 pole positions this year, including the one at Oran Park this weekend, so certainly on the speed, just had the luck. There's Tony Longhurst in the Castrol Falcon, very competitive run. We saw him almost take Seaton in that first heat. Now he's closing in behind Peter Brock.
Well, the Yokohama cars are going pretty well here today. 4th and 5th, Longhurst and Gardner. Gardner's doing well. Longhurst, he was very happy with that first heat run. He's chasing Peter Brock at the moment.
And Seaton will be very comfortable with this position. I was talking to his manager, Noel Watson, in between races. Glenn was very busy setting up the car, but they're just driving a percentage meeting now. As long as he knows he's got John Bowe behind him, he can win the championship. So he is just maintaining position. As long as he's in front of that Shell 18 Ford, he's happy.
Well, coming into this race, he had a 10-point lead, so it's sort of being handed to him on a plate now, isn't it? It's being made a lot easier for him.
It deserves to be handed to him on a plate. What we've got to remember is Lakeside, Winton, and you know, he's had an awful lot of bad luck. So really, as it stands, the rightful owner of the championship is Glenn Seton.
And beyond that, his bad luck, Barry, is the fact that he's won more races than anyone else.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so he's a worthy champion. Gardner's really giving Longhurst the old hurry up here.
The two Yokohama runners, Gardner. This is the front angle from Seton's car. Let's see if Gardner can work his way past Tony Longhurst. This is the view from the front of the Ford Credit Falcon, the XR Falcon on-car camera. They come through underneath the Dunlop Bridge. Incredible section here. They really brake very, very hard. It's a little deceiving there. Then back on the gas very quickly down through the dip and onto the back part of the circuit.
So Seton just playing the waiting game, sitting in there. He knows John Bowers in trouble. He would have been contacted by his team manager, Tony Murphy, on the radio says to say Bauer was in trouble. That would have let Seton breathe a little bit easier. Let's have a look at an incident.
Mark Larkham's gone around.
Oh dear.
And Darren Hossack.
Trevor Ashby.
Looks like a dance.
Trevor Ashby spinning in sympathy.
Very steep hill. Television doesn't do it justice.
Windscreen's O'Brien driver profile on Alan Jones, our Formula 1 world champion. 18 years ago now. It's a long time, isn't it? British Formula 3 champ, 72. Can-Am champion in America in 78. Australian Sport Sedan champion in the Porsche in 82. And there's his best result so far. 5th, the 4th, the 10th, 4th at Barbagallo. He got off to a flying start at the beginning of the season. But oh, Murphy's come off.
Oh, Murph, what have you done?
You can hear that squealing of tyres. Someone spun. You couldn't tell where it was. Peter Brock, his teammate's just gone in front of him. So Murphy looked like he was all on his own. It's come in a little bit too hot and he's looped it. Look at the dust and dirt falling out of the back of the car.
Oh, well, that's made AJ's day.
So Alan Jones, all of a sudden, sort of biting at the heels of car 15. He finds himself in the lead. Let's look at that on the Shell Helix replay. Murphy all on his own. Yep.
Oh.
He's just spun the back around.
Well, not only does that make AJ's day, but it certainly helps Brock on his way to perhaps winning another round here at Oran Park.
It did look like he was he kind of understeered a lot, and then sort of tried to bring it round, and it was all too late.
So Alan Jones is around about half a lap from home. He hasn't had a race win this year in the Shell Australian Touring Car Championship. He'll be giving Ford their 12th race win of the year, and he'll be getting his maiden win of the year. There's not too much longer to go now. Here he is in the Komatsu Pertec Falcon. The last corner, he comes out of Recaro Speedline onto the main straight. Well done, Alan Jones. It's the grand final. You've picked up your first win of the year. Good work, AJ. He gets there ahead of Peter Brock for second, and his Mobil HRT teammate Greg Murphy will get there for third, Longhurst for fourth, and Glenn Seton will get there for fifth position, and Seton takes out the 1997 Shell Australian Touring Car Championship.